What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jake, and I'm just sitting out back, having a smoke and a drink. What are y'all up to? Fantastic. This might come across a little bit as a rant or a ramble. Well, I ramble. More a ramble than anything. But I posed a question to myself recently. Been chewing on it for a few days. I blame Gray Bailey's channel and Chad over at Yardism for those guys always having some sort of insightful question. And the question that was is, do we portray ourselves as a person or a persona? Haunted Bookshop, of course, in the number 41 Brock. Damn, that's good stuff. This is probably my desert island tobacco. What I mean to say by that question is, here on the YTPC, which is just another extent or extension of social media, I think many of us like to maintain some sense of anonymity. Most of us don't give out our whole names for their own reasons. That's fine. But also, with that, when you have your channel name or your handle, do you feel that you present yourself as yourself? Or do you put on airs? Or do you put on a show? Sometimes I have to put on a show because that's just who I am. Which is funny because if you look at some of my earlier videos, I mumbled and stumbled and stammered through trying to get a sentence out or a point across. I think I've calmed down a lot since then and just kind of figured out it's okay. Take a second. Take a breath. Take a puff. Take a drink. I'm trying, excuse me, clearing my throat a lot. I'm trying Jim Beam's Devil's Cut for the first time. And it's not bad. It's easy drinking, even though it's like 94 proof. Pretty easy to drink. Even though it's higher proof, I'd still say it's smoother than Jim Beam White Label. That's some pretty rough shit. That's my dad's bourbon. Sorry, I had to relight and recenter there for a second. Still playing around with softy bits. Mixed results. It's not bad. on stems and bits like this one. The thinner ones, real flat, wide ones, like on my my new Rossi and my Bowens Bulldog. They just don't jive with me. Still give them a chance though. But back to my main point. Person versus persona. As far as my own, I've had some, I'm thinking about changing my name, my channel name, my handle on here. Because frankly, I just don't think it suits me all that well. I just kind of came up with it when I first got into YTPC, before I realized how big it was, and before I really knew anybody, you know. When I moved to this city, I really didn't have any friends. I moved here for a job, and I didn't know anybody. I'm just like, this is pretty cool. It's a cool community, you know. I believed in the essence of what it was, but I still didn't really know what it was all about yet. So I'm like, well, I live in the South Side. I'm a pipe smoker. I'm a South Side piper now. Yeah. I just came up with something. Let it roll for a little while. But, frankly, I've gotten a little annoyed. Maybe not annoyed, but just, I've noticed how many, piper this and piper that there are in handles. And frankly, I don't think it suits me all that well. Because, you know, to clear up something, I'm actually not a Chicago native. I am a local. I have lived here for over a year. In the shit, as it were. For better, for worse. But, man, I grew up on a farm in central Illinois, in the middle of a sea of corn. That's where I grew up, you know? Especially now that I've gotten to know a few people here in the city, or at least in the YTPC, that live in the same city. I don't want to give them the wrong impression, you know. I'm not trying to be an imposter, I suppose. That's just kind of where I am now, and the name I came up with when I started. But I think a name change is due. Something a little more fitting. I think my channel in general needs to grow and change a little bit, because I do a lot more than just talk about and smoke pipes. I enjoy it a lot, but I also play music. I play guitar. Cool guitar intro to my videos. I recorded that hastily. I plan on recording a better one soon. You know, I cook. I'm a big fan of knives. Not like most guys, I'm a fan of kitchen knives. Most guys are crazy about pocket knives and bayonets and machetes and shit like that, but I like those too. I'm a big fan of kitchen knives. Big food freak, you know, being a chef and whatnot. And actually, as I was saying, I got interrupted Sorry. Did it just get brighter out here? Maybe I moved the camera. But some of my favorite channels on here in the YTPC, some of my favorite guys, they always have another thing, you know. Gray Bailey, he's a hairstylist, has awesome beard tips, you know. Gribbly's Folly, that's actually probably my favorite channel. Like, I look forward to his videos. He's a funny guy. Has bad taste in sandwiches and frozen toaster pastries, but still a funny guy, cool guy. But he talks about either restoring pipes or going fishing, or he talks about his photography. He talks about other shit, you know. And I think that's something that would make not only my channel, but this community itself a little more interesting. Is if we include the fact that we are not just personas, we are people. I can get down to the heel of this ball. Man, I love this haunted bookshop, but I just happen to have pulled a little more out of my cellar into my smoke stash. And I just got that tin of Old Joe Krantz in. I think when I smoked the last of my haunted bookshop out of the smoke stash, I'm going to pop that Old Joe Krantz and check that out. But I think I've about rambled on just about all I care to ramble on about. I just think there needs to be a little change on my part. I respect and appreciate authenticity. And I think maybe it's time I represent myself with a little more authenticity and integrity. And hell, it just might be a little more entertaining for you guys. So how many videos have I put up of myself sitting out back here smoking haunted bookshop out of the Brog 41? Several. That's your answer. Several. So I suppose the long and short of it is expect some change, and hopefully you'll embrace it. And should I reach 100 subscribers soon, I still plan on doing something fun. I've got a few ideas. Haven't decided yet. That's if I reach it. I mean, for a little while, I kind of considered the whole subscriber count thing as like a goal or whatever. You know, I've seen guys who have had a channel for not as long as I have, and they've like reached more subscribers sooner than I have. And I got a little jealous for a minute. But then it's like, man, it ain't even about that. you know? I like to have more subscribers, because that typically means that's more people that are interested in having a commentary with me. I do enjoy commentary a lot. I try to keep up with comments. Not that I necessarily have a flood of them, but I try to keep up with them. But I'm going to wrap this up. But speaking of comments, let me know down below what you would like to see out of this channel. Would you like to see me talk a little more about food, more about knives, more about music, or hypothetical questions are kind of fun too. I do love to ponder on. I do love to ponder on something. But I shall waste no more of your time. If anyone stuck through with me through the entirety of this video, I appreciate it. And I appreciate all of my subscribers and anybody that pays attention to my crazy ass. Till next time, Jake, perhaps no longer the Southside Piper, signing off.